Greetings, programs. I'm Young Napoleon, and I want to welcome you to episode 9 of my inaugural Let's Play series. We are doing a Texas run through Victoria 2 with no mods and all of the DLC. In the last episode, we saw the end of the United Kingdom American War for the occupation of American British Columbia, or something like that. I don't know. There was some colonial territory in Canada, and I think they wanted to annex Liberia too, if I recall correctly. And we finally saw the end of that war. There was some back and forth down here in our territory, but in the end of the day, it didn't really affect us too much. Our budget fluctuated a little bit, but no big deal. So yeah, that was where we left off. Today, we are going to get back into trying to get our economy off the ground and see where it takes us. So let's unpause and let things start going a little bit. I just now noticed that I have some unemployed craftsmen in Texas. Who produces what and where? Local Texas administration, if we're going to enunciate more clearly, has come under criticism for several instances of government subsidies directed at supporting local industry. Opponents argue that the country's economic planners cannot detect consumer preferences, shortages, and surpluses with sufficient accuracy and therefore cannot efficiently coordinate production. And creeping statism has begun to worry the residents of Texas. That's rubbish! So, everybody in Texas becomes more in favor of planned economy, which I think is what I want. The laissez-faireists, if that's a word, would get 0.2 militancy, but does not look like I have any laissez-faireists at the moment. We will have a look at it. I see. So, however I slice it, we're leaning more towards planned economy, which is fine. But it just depends on what degree. I don't have anybody for this to really bother me, so I'm going to go with that's rubbish. And let things get cracking. Okay, so I don't know what to do with these craftsmen. I've got almost half a capitalist, y'all. No foreign investment, no production. Oh wait, we do have production. What have we got here? Fabric. Our artisans are producing some fabric. Wow. Laborers are producing 0.112 sulfur each day. Selling on the domestic market. I think that domestic market is going to include the sphere owner that I'm in. And I wonder if it includes anyone else that they've sphered. Right? If that makes sense? Because I think, if I understand it correctly, like when it comes to the market, your local people get first crack, I think, and then the sphere owner gets first crack at surplus. And then I think other people in the sphere get cracks at it down the chain, probably down this number. Like if there's a 48 and a 49 in the US sphere, 48 would get crack at it before 49, and then 49 would. And then if nobody in the sphere wants it, then it goes to the world market. So I think that's how it works. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I've got a project. What? Someone wants to build a paper mill. I don't know if this is a good idea. I don't have any of the what goes into building paper. Let's see. Gods, guns, and men. There are no gods. Let's see. All pops in Texas become 10% more in favor of atheism. You know, I don't know what any of these do, so I'm going to pop over to the wiki real quick. Well, I was, but I don't know how to get there quickly, so I'm not going to do it right now. Instead, I think I'm just going to go with, let's see. There's one faith and one. Don't let the people have their faith. Religion is not a political issue. There are no gods. So you go 10% towards secularized. And the pluralists are going to get spicy. We'll do that. So, yeah, hey, Pippers. Come on up. Oh, okay. Oh, you do want to. Okay. Come on. There we go. Hey, Pippers. Can you say hi to everybody listening on YouTube? I really hope y'all heard that. Can you say hi again? Yeah? You want some pets? Okay. So yeah, I don't know what goes into the creation of paper, but I'm pretty sure I'm not producing it. So, as I understand it, and this is just from watching Flying Dutchie's beginner tutorial series, you really want to have all of the stuff that goes into making the product in your provinces, because I think that gets you some, like, you don't have to try and buy all of that stuff off the market, and B, I think it gets you some throughput bonuses, which means you're making more, which means you're making more money. So I'm not going to support any sort of a factory that doesn't where all the goods aren't already locally produced. Democratic Party is still in charge. Coalition of the liberal and anarcho-liberal parties got 100% of the vote. I think that's because I'm still doing a particular voting method. I think that's the I really hope y'all can hear him purr. He's adorable. I think that has something to do with the voting system right now. So, let's see. Oh, what's this? Rebel factions are organizing. That's not good. American pan-nationalists. Well, okay then. Revolt risk is 0%. I should really try and... Oh yeah, I wanted to see if I can... So they're holding good at 10. Oh, what does the social spending do for me? I have no idea what social spending goes towards. I mean, I imagine like education and stuff, but I don't know. So, yeah, see, my concern is, of course, like, sure, I might be able to get enough. I think I need like 3,000 soldiers to form a single brigade. And I might be able to get there, but then how am I going to pay for it? Right? So right now, let's bump the. We're okay. We're holding out close to 0.7. So let's go ahead and bump these guys up again. I'll bump you up a little bit. Go ahead and let things. Oops. I think we're at normal speed. Okay. Yeah. So we should be at. I want to get it to 15 and 15. And let's hold it there and see if we can't get literacy up. 129 unemployed craftsmen. I do not know what to do about unemployed folks. Let's take a note. If that's something that I need to worry about. There are no bankrupt factories. Well, there are no factories. And if so, like, what do I do about it? So. Yeah. Okay. That'll do for now. So the truce with Mexico is come and gone. And they're not, like, trying to... Yeah, no truce here. They're allied with the USA and USCA. They've got a casus belli to acquire core, but it doesn't tell me where. I'm assuming it's in Texas. No infamy, no war exhaustion. 10 brigades, 20 ships. 1.87 million. I do kind of wonder, the Second War of the Pacific is that Chile? Oh, upper house rearranged. Okay. We've finished business regulations. Okay. Let's see, some more mining output, some more farming output. Okay. Let's get going. Market regulations. Those tax efficiency inventions are probably nice, but factory output's not going to do much for me. Factory input. Ad hoc money bill printing. Admin efficiency goes up. That might not be a bad one for lack of better. Factory cost, factory cost, factory cost. Farming output, if we can get the distribution channels. That would be a nice one to land. See, romanticism gives us some prestige, which isn't going to make much difference. Education efficiency, max national focus, reinforcement and regiment experience, I'm assuming. Yeah, let's just go with the straight farming output bonus, and there was a mining output bonus there too, so that'll help across the board. Let's see what kind of decisions we can make here. We're capped out on most of it. Current detection +3. Factory cost -2%. Trademark. Nice. Let's see. Let's just pick one, even if it's wrong. We're going to go with the... That's a flat 3 right off the top. Oh, so is that. Yeah. Let's get started on the vote franchise. Okay. Keep an eye on these rebels, because that's going to ruin my day. If they... Because there's nothing I can do about rebels right now. Unless that's something where, again, the U.S. is willing to intervene with. Oslos, that's old news, old news. Hades' opinion. USA has discredited Spain. Mexico has entered a military alliance with the... Oh, well, that's horrible. Now, like, my only option for getting any sort of additional land is going to be trying to chip something away from the south in, gosh, 15 years. So basically what I'm shooting for is in 15 years... Oh, that's a lot of cat hair, buddy. That's a lot of cat. I need to brush you, you know that? Yep, you need a brushing. In 15 years, I need enough population to form some units, to maintain those units. I need enough population to form those units and enough money to form them and maintain them to try and pick off Louisiana when the Civil War kicks off. What did I say? I said 15 years. I meant 10. That's gonna go off in 1860, 1861. Okay. So that's my goal. That's what we're shooting for right now. If I can pick off Louisiana, I will consider that a successful run. That's a good first start, right? I mean, I would have loved to have been able to get all of Texas back on top of that, but I don't know how that's going to happen. I really don't. I mean, the wiki says Texas is in a position to be a good beginner nation to play as, but that was a lot of hogwash, if you ask me. But I live here, so for some reason I felt compelled. We'll see what happens. I'm still on normal speed. Crank that up. We got nothing to do. El Salvador is in a military alliance with Mexico. Demobilize their reserves. Okay. I just noticed my budget is back up to 9%. That's fantastic. Let's see if we can't... Or not, is up to 0.9, is almost up to a full pence or full pound a day. Let's see if we can't get these up to 20 now without tanking things. Still don't... Oh, I've been getting some population. Where's that coming from? Interesting. Okay. Hey, things are starting to pick up a little bit. We're still hanging in there at 8. Okay. No loans. Oh, that was a weird drop. What's going on? Can I, like... Uh-oh. Oh, we got a crisis brewing. It seems that France has decided to back Portugal in the current... All right. Minister of Security reports international crisis. Let's see. In Douro. We have no concerns. This will be resolved in a civilized way. Okay. It seems that France has decided to back Portugal in the current crisis. Let's take a look. What's going on here? Crisis. Still on the fence. So we'll see. Crisis over the return of Portugal's rightful territory. So. Oh. That's not for you. We've got the UK, Prussia, the Russians, and Austria are still on the fence. Obviously, I can't support anybody. France and Spain. France wants to acquire Douro. And I guess Spain is opposing that? Not entirely sure what's going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's supposed to be 8 world powers, right? Who are the world powers? Show great powers. UK, France. Okay, yeah, so the UK, or the USA is not in there, and neither is the Ottoman Empire. That's weird. Oh, I'm still unpaused. Okay. Back up to normal speed. Let's see if we get Trouble is Brewing. Spain wants to humiliate France. Oof. Oh no, if the USA makes a decision and goes to war, am I going to get dragged in again? Ugh. Can I cancel that? Cancel that military alliance, dissolve alliance. Adversely affect relations. That sounds bad. All right, well, I think we're going to call it there for the day. And when we come back tomorrow, we will see how this resolves. So I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. We're still learning. If you enjoyed it, or if you learned something, be sure to do that YouTube stuff if you haven't already, if you're so inclined. And always remember, sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. I hope we all learned something today, and I'll see you next time.